Whoa, it is less than a month now until tax day. And TurboTax reports 27% of Americans wait for the last 2 weeks to file their returns. No surprise then that 92 million taxpayers use standard deductions in a last-minute scramble, and that could be costing them money. Financial expert Farnoosh Torabi of CBS Money Watch is here with the deductions you don't want to miss. Farnoosh, good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
How overlooked are these deductions, and how much money are folks missing out on?
Well, the IRS figures that we leave tens of millions of dollars right on the table because taxpayers overlook or neglect to know about some of the key tax deductions and credits.
Tens of millions of dollars.
Tens of millions of dollars. And it's not like the IRS is going to call you and say, hey, Russ, I think you overpaid or you forgot a deduction or two. Right. It's really up to us to be accountable.
If you're underpaid, you can expect to get that phone call.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about tax deductions for 2010 as opposed to 2009. Did any rollover?
Many. So you want to check the IRS's website. Some of the big ones that we found, for example, if you're a teacher, the educator expense deduction allows teachers to deduct up to $250 worth of out-of-pocket classroom expenses, pens, pencils, markers. Also, if you're a homeowner and you're paying insurance premiums, those premiums potentially tax deductible as well.
Okay, let's talk about some more deductions people may not know about. In IRA, even if you put money in an IRA this year, that made it be deductible?
I love this one because it's an opportunity to play some catch-up with your retirement account, but also earn the deduction for your taxes from the previous year. So the IRS allows us to contribute to an individual retirement account. The maximum contribution this year is $5,000 or $6,000 if you're over the age of 50. You can make this contribution up till April 18th, the tax filing deadline, and have that deduction count towards your 2010 taxable income.
Even for this year?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Out-of-pocket medical expenses.
This is a huge one. You know, a lot of people now more than ever paying out-of-pocket medical and dental expenses. The IRS says if your overall out-of-pocket expenses add up to 7.5% or more of your adjusted gross income, that could all potentially be tax deductible. People think it's a really high bar. I'm not going to qualify, but look, if you had LASIK surgery, out-of-pocket elective surgery, dental implants, glasses, and this year new deduction is breast pumps for families. So if you add up those receipts, you may never know that you qualify because it's a huge potential deduction.
Also, out-of-pocket charitable contributions. I never thought about that one.
Yeah, I mean, people already, if you donated to a charity, that one you won't forget. But if you drove to a volunteer event, that mileage is potentially tax deductible. The ingredients for a casserole that you made for your local soup kitchen, the stamps that you bought to send out a notice for a fundraiser, all of those little things may add up to a big deduction for you.
Unfortunately, in 2010, a lot of people lost their jobs, took pay cuts. Any of that deductible at all?
Well, yes, job hunting related expenses, if you're out in the workforce looking for a job, those potential expenses like mileage, resume printing, again, postage for mailing out your resumes, any fees you paid to job source, headhunters, or those kinds of agencies, potentially tax deductible. Also, there's the earned income tax credit, which I love because it's credit for families and individuals who lost money in 2010 because of a job loss. It could be anywhere from $450 to $5,600 worth of credit. That's money back in your pocket, and the bigger your family, the bigger the potential credit.
Yeah, why do you think more people don't know about these things and haven't known about them over the years?
Well, taxes are tricky, right? And a lot of those deductions that were extended into 2010 from 2009, the decision was made pretty late in the year, so people might have missed the news. And I think more and more as people procrastinate, I mean, have you done your taxes yet, Russ?
I have not. And in fact, I got a nasty letter from my accountant this week telling me, get on it, buddy.
Well, and I think the less time we allow ourselves, the more room for error. So make sure that you're working with a trusted accountant if you need that, or some helpful software. So get those taxes done because, again, potentially millions of dollars left right on the table.
Good info. But again, April 18th and on April 15th.
Yes, we get 3 extra days now than last year, so no excuses.
I'll get them done this week. Farnoosh Torabi, as always. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
For more deductions you can't afford to miss, check out Farnoosh's column on our sister website, cbsmoneywatch.com.